Hello, hello, and welcome everybody. Welcome to Cadillac Culture. We're so super excited to have everybody. So, probably a couple of minutes to let everybody in and join the Zoom, and we also streaming it in YouTube, as I understand. So excited! All the technologies, yay! All right. So should I start or should we wait a little bit? Couple minutes? I can start. Yes. Okay. Awesome. All right. So my name is Victoria, and I have my amazing friends, sales directors with me, and you will get to hear from all of them tonight. And we have four amazing directors tonight. It's like such a great event, and just kind of like I'm going to explain what's going to happen tonight. And we are so super excited to have all our consultants on the Zoom and all our guests who are joining us tonight. So we are going to share with you guys our American stories because we're all very different. We have different backgrounds and the reasons why we came into this country and company are very different. And so I'm so super excited for you to hear those stories. And so we are going to do two drawings tonight, you guys. So first of all, for putting in the comments in this Zoom, you will get entries for the first drawing that we are going to do at the very end of our event tonight while we are on this Zoom. So all consultants and guests can participate in that. Just, comment in the comments and we will do the drawing for some really cute prize that we will mail you. And then we are going to do a special big drawing for a grand prize, and it's product giveaway, 100 in free products. And this drawing will be only for guests, okay? And to get entries into that big drawing, guests, you just need to text your consultant 4 secret words that you would hear today during the event. That will get you the first drawing, the first entry into the drawing. And then to get the second entry, your consultant will text you a couple of follow-up questions to get your feedback about the event. And answering those questions, you will earn your second entry. Okay, so if you're watching us recorded, right? You still, all the guests can participate in the second drawing by Friday. Okay, so consultants, please get all the entries for your guests to your director, and we will be doing the big drawing for product giveaway on Friday for all the guests, you guys. Okay, all right. Let's get some entries into the drawing for live comments on the Zoom. So if you are a guest, put in the comments who invited you to this Zoom. And we so appreciate you guys, our guests tonight, because guess what? Just being on this Zoom, you're probably helping your consultant. She's running after some goals, and we so appreciate you guys. If you're just kind of like, okay, I just want to win some free products, that's nothing wrong about it. So we so excited to have you too. But if you're invited by a consultant, so put her name in the chat and tell us why is she great? Why is your consultant great and her name? And that will get you some entries. And if you're a consultant, just say hello and tell us who's your director. How about that? I think that would be fun. All right, and those are the rules. And also there's going to be some shopping spree, and I think Melissa will be maybe talking about it at the end, or maybe me. So I will start with sharing my story, my American story with you. And yeah, so those comments are coming. That's exciting. So I am originally from Belarus, you guys. If you don't know where it is, it's a small country west of Russia. Okay, it's like between Russia and Ukraine. So Mary Kay found me seriously 19 years ago in December. It was 19 years. I went to the pampering session. I just fell in love with the products. And when my consultant shared a little bit more with me about what she was doing, I decided to join like on the spot right away for some products for the discount for a little bit of extra money, like 100 a month. That was my goal when I joined, and from some flexibility because I was stay-at-home mom. My daughter was 2, and I didn't want to commit to any full-time jobs at the time. So I joined in my home country, Belarus, and I started working my business there. But then I got divorced and I moved to Russia. You guys, this is my second country. And if you didn't know, like we are in more than 40 countries right now. So I was working full time as a flight attendant in living in Moscow with my daughter and doing Mercade just as a side gig. And then 8 years ago, I got married for the second time and I moved to the United States and I joined Mercade again. This is my kind of like second time and absolutely different country. I like joining originally 19 years ago, like for those little things, never thought I would be doing something like this for so long and in different country, speaking different language, okay? So Russian is my first language, if you're wondering. English is my second language. And what almost stopped me from joining Meraki again, especially when I moved to the United States, that was my confidence because I was not sure if I wanted to do it. I was not sure about my language skills. I didn't have any friends. I just moved and I had my, husband friends, but that's it. Yeah, I was not sure. But my daughter who grew up with me being in Mary Kay all those times since she was 2, she told me like, Mom, like you love Mary Kay, so why didn't you join again? Like, and just do it again. I was like, well, the language and the friends. And I was giving her all those reasons why not. And she told me, like, just learn the words, and do it again. I was like, oh, yeah, okay, that's what I did. So I learned, how to do appointments. I learned all the skincare terms. And yeah, I've been doing, pampering sessions in English and actually in Russian sometimes. And guess what? Because I've been doing so many sessions in English language, I'm struggling a little bit in Russian sometimes nowadays. That's kind of funny. And so now I have blended family. I have 2 stepsons. They're 13 and 14. And my daughter is almost 21. This is crazy. Just talking about it. And I've been in America 19 years. And again, the flexibility of this business is awesome. This is one of my favorite perks, I would say, because I've worked this business like through being like, stay-at-home mom when I joined. Then I was single mom for quite a long time. And I had part-time jobs and full-time jobs at some point. So the flexibility is awesome because you can work as little or as much as you want. You can just like sprinkle this business around your life, depending on what season of your life you're going through. You can work a little bit more. And that's what we actually, as leaders with the company and mentors, we help women to customize this business for them. Okay, that's why when somebody joins Mary Kay, we always have a conversation like, how much time do you have? Where you want to go with this? And we are here truly to help you to customize this business for you. So what else? Yeah, I've been in leadership position for 3 years and I love it very much. So when you're in leadership position, you teach skincare and makeup application as all consultants, but we also teach and train consultants and help them to be successful. I have earned 2 career cards with the company, and this is one of the perks too, free stuff that we can earn. We can earn like diamond rings, and I'm pretty sure, you would hear about diamonds today, some more. But hey, if you're not a diamond girl, yeah, there's a money option for the diamond ring you can earn. How cool is that? And yeah, the flexibility is great and awesome. But I would say when somebody asks me what's my favorite part of this business and why, like if I get to do it again, okay, again and again and again, I would say the friendships for me, because all the friends, all the female friends that I have in my life right now, 90% of them came into my life through Mary Kay. my consultants, my customers, my friends, Mary Kay directors. And this is like so much fun just to surround yourself with amazing, amazing women. So I would do it again and again just to build those friendships that I've built, especially here in this new country for me. So if you don't have any friends, this is a place to be to meet people. And my second favorite part of what we do, like one of the perks of what we do is foundational growth, you guys. You will hear so much about, discount and, all those free stuff we can earn and fun and flexibility, but foundational growth, it's something that happens in the process. And so for me personally, this whole journey of 19 years being with the company, and especially the last 8 years being a consultant in the United States, like I would do it like 10 million times just to become who I became in the process. Because yeah, like when somebody asks me like what you do in Mary Kay, I always tell them like, well, we kind of sell lipstick, but we help women to build their confidence. And I'm a perfect example of that. So I am not from here. This is not my culture. This is not even my language. But if I can do what I do, so you can do it too. That's why that was my reason why I promoted myself to leadership position with the company, so I can help women to do the same. Okay. And so my secret word is emerald, you guys. Emerald. So this is the first secret word, and you need to text it to your consultant. And let me introduce to our next speaker, my amazing friend, and she is the one who we like connected through Mary Kay, and we became friends, and we just, I don't know, we're doing so many things together. Mary Kay related, not Mary Kay related. And I'm so grateful for you, my friend. So for you in my life, and just, I was thinking about you a lot today. And this event that we are doing together, so powerful, so great. And thank you so much for doing it with me. And this is Jessica Harvey, our amazing, amazing Mary Kay director in Denver, Colorado, Lakewood, Colorado. And take it away, my friend. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Victoria. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love her story. And it's so true. I was thinking about her today, and she was thinking about me, and she just messaged me, were you thinking or I was thinking about you today. I was like, I was thinking about you today. And it's so funny because that's like the amazing friendship and so many great things that we can, we have so many great friends in our Mary Kay business. So many things came from our starter kit, including friends, lifelong friends. So I'm excited to introduce you guys to all my friends today. But I'm Jessica Harvey. I am a Mary Kay sales director, been in Mary Kay for 16 years, been a director for 6. So yes, you can just kind of float around, but it's so much better when you're a director. So I'm super excited. Before I start talking about my story, every single comment gets you into the drawing. So every single comment. So if you even just say, oh my gosh, wow, and excited and everything, your name gets into the drawing. So Melissa's our wheel girl tonight. And so you guys can just keep on commenting every single comment. You can be a consultant commenting and a guest. So get those comments in, and we love more engagement. So I love that. Okay. So yes, I have been in Mary Kay for 16 years. I actually got started in Mary Kay. I went on a road trip to Kansas. I never been on a road trip, never been anywhere big. I went to Kansas to go hang out with a friend. And when I got there, he's like, before I get here, or before we start doing all the fun stuff, my mom wants you just to come in. You can meet my mom and you can try some products. And I'm like, okay, cool. And so I'm like, oh, he's up for whatever. And so I sit down at the table, and she's like, okay, and this is Mary Kay. And she just showed me all the Mary Kay products. And from then on, I could not believe that my skin was so oily, you guys. I was like just using those like oil absorbent cloths like all the time. I didn't know what I needed to do. I was wearing like crazy eyeshadow. Who knows what I was doing, but it was totally wrong. And so she taught me right away that day, like how to take care of your skin. And then later that night, he's like, okay, you're going to come to this thing with my mom. They're all going to be in dresses, but you don't have to be wearing a dress because you were like, I came with like sweats and everything. We stopped, got clothes, and I bought my first skirt. And from then on, I live in skirts and dresses. So I always just laugh at that. I thought of that the other day today. I was like, oh, that was my first skirt that day. And I didn't even need to be in a skirt. And now I've loved being in skirts and dressing professional. But anyways, I got started on the spot that day. My friend was like, give it a try for a year. If this is not what you want to do and not what you want to do, do it all, then, you can quit and whatever, but give it a try for a year. So, I just loved so many things. So once I got back home from that road trip, my mom hosted a party for me. She had friends. Those people had a party. Those people had friends. And soon I was like, oh my gosh, where do I even know you? And I could like trace back this one person from like my sister. And I was like, oh, you were my sister's, that person, that person, that person. And that's what I just loved so much about this business is that we became connected with so many people. I started with just on a list of names, my mom, my sister, my aunt, a couple of my family members. I had like 10 people on my list. But from there, I started to learn so many people. And then that's when I realized, oh my gosh, I'm such a people person. I want to be around all the people. I knew I wanted to be around so many people all the time, being in college. But once I started to be around people, it just was like, oh, this is what I crave in life. So, just fast forward, I just kind of just was consistent. I never did anything crazy, but I would just always have a party, have a pampering session. My goal was just to help get opinions of products, try the products, talk to people, and just kind of talking to as many people as I possibly can. I've done this business. I had just graduated college, so I didn't have a job. So I did it without a job. I did it I was hired as a brand new sixth grade teacher. The year that I got started in August. And that same year, like a couple weeks ago, I got hired as a sixth grade teacher, which I never set foot in a sixth grade class. I would like see the sixth graders coming and I'm like, oh no. And so I got hired as a sixth grade teacher. I pretty much cried that whole year, but I survived. And my principal was like, okay, you survived. What grade do you want to teach next? And so I taught third and I did that for 10 years. But I tell you that because I was able to put my Mary Kay business kind of on hold that year. That year was just like survival mode. And so I kind of just serviced my mom and my sister and all the people I had built. And I just like kept up with that. I was able to make extra money to go to concerts, which is what my big purpose was that that time of the year. That time of my life was just to go to concerts and kind of go to do fun stuff and not really do anything more with it. I just kind of kept up with that. Then I got started doing my master's, went back to school to do my master's in linguistically diverse education, which I love. That Victoria talked about how she, she didn't know the language. And so she learned the words. Her daughter said, just learn the words, mom. Like, that's what's so fun. I was like, every time you say that, I'm like, yes, that's so true. We just kind of practice and learn the words. So anyways, I went back to school for my master's. And while I was in school for my master's, I was talking to everybody about pampering sessions. Anytime that we had like school projects, when we go to someone's house, I'd be like, here, try this and try this and try this. I added my first team member that year when I was going to school with my master's. So when people say that they're busy, I'm like, you guys, I was teaching by day and I was getting on the light rail and walking to downtown, into the heart of downtown Denver, doing classes for my master's, doing pampering sessions with people in classes. My purpose was to go to concerts and get some extra money. So I just did that because it was so exciting and just to be around people and, show people these products. So I did that for a while, just slow and steady, just talk to one person here and one person there. Anytime someone said they had dry hands, I was like, I have something for dry hands, or I have dry lips, or I'm like, I have something. I was like kind of like obsessed with Mary Kay, but I was ready to hear, what everybody had to say. So yeah, just fast forward. Then in 2018, I was kind of like, you know what? I'm kind of itching for some more. I'd graduated my master's 2 years prior to that. I was just like talking to my director and I was like, I kind of want to do something more. I'm thinking about going back to school to get another master's. I don't know. I just feel like I need something more in my life. And she said, what about this? Let's price out how much it is to go back to school to get another master's, and let's price out how much it would cost for you just to do your Mary Kay business a little bit more and go the director route. So of course, master's is like $1 bajillion. And then or you can make money being a director in Mary Kay. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to try and pursue this. I'm going to try it for a year just to pursue to become a director. And you guys, pursuing to become a director, all that means is you're seeing faces and pampering them. So I was already doing that. So I challenged myself to see 100 faces in 100 days. I put out boxes everywhere. I talked to different businesses, to people at school, all these fun things. And I became a director that year, actually earned my first car before I became a director. Well, like 15 days before, but I'm still calling it. And then became a director. And I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, like all I'm doing is pampering people and sharing this business opportunity. And I think that's the main thing. We just heard a training right before this, a few of us, and it's like all about being just sticking to the basics, just pampering people and sharing this business. So I earned my first car. I just started pampering people. My team and I have actually earned 4 free cars. We just picked up our 4th free car on December 23rd. So it's the best Christmas gift ever. So love that. And just so many things. I could go on and tell you guys all about Mary Kay, but my main purpose this year is just tell everybody that my mission is to show people that there's more in life. A lot of us just think that you're just gonna, like for me, I thought I would just teach until I was 99 or whatever age you have to be. And then I would just live in this like little tiny house and I would just do whatever I needed to do and just get by and not go to concerts and just live paycheck to paycheck. And then this Mary Kay business came along, and first, it was just paying for concerts. Next, it was going out to dinner. Then it started to turn into more. Now I was able to, well, 2 years ago, I was able to put down a down payment on our dream house. And if it wasn't for Mary Kay, we wouldn't have got to that. We're both teachers. There's not a lot of extra money coming in with 2 teachers. Well, with a lot of business, or a lot of jobs, but I was able to put a down payment on my house, pay for our dream wedding. And now we're just talking about like, what if we lived in Florida half of the year and didn't have to live with, like, right now it's like 0 degrees in Colorado. So what if we didn't have to do that? What if when the snow started to come, we went to Florida? And I would never be able to think those things if Mary Kay didn't come into my life. I would just keep going this trajectory of who knows where the wind blows me. But right now, my mission is just to really share that with people, that we can dream big. I was able to go part-time in my teaching career. I taught for 16 years, and this year I got to go part-time. Part-time teaching is the best thing that ever happened to me, you guys. I'm so happy. I still get to teach. I still get to hang out with amazing kids. But now I get to pursue my Mary Kay business. So today was Mary Kay Day, and it's like, oh, I love Mary Kay days. But I also love my teaching days because they're short. There's only a couple hours in them. But I got to go part-time with my teaching, which is what I always loved. I just get to teach people how to, teach. I get to, like, when I'm in school mode, teaching mode, I'm just like teaching, I'm enjoying, I'm helping others. When I'm in Mary Kay mode, I'm inspiring, I'm leading, I'm succeeding. So there's just so many countless things that have come from this Mary Kay business. I could talk to you guys for forever, but I know Victoria already covered a bunch of things, diamond rings, confidence, but my main thing this year is just to really empower people and show people that you can just dream a little bit bigger. So my word today is ruby. So we're going to do some of the different, like, what do they call it? Little jewels and stuff. But my unit is called the gems unit. So anything with gems I love. But my word is ruby, which I'm super excited about. And next, I am going to introduce you guys to Melissa. I'm so excited, you guys. I met Melissa because somebody posted a question on Facebook on our director page, and I commented or something, and then she commented, and then we just like commented on back and forth, and we ended up, she introduced me to my coach, which actually Victoria knows my coach, and now a lot of my team knows her. And so Melissa was a huge part in connecting me with that, and that has changed my business tremendously. And I've gotten to learn, I just got to enjoy spending time with Melissa, not spending time actual, but on text or whatever in Boxer, but I've gotten to really know Melissa and just seeing her heart and just hang out with her. And I've just love hanging out with you, Melissa. So I'm going to pass it off to Melissa so she can tell you about her story.
Thank you, Jessica. So fun. Let me, hold on. There we go. Hi. Okay, just as a reminder, all of your comments get you entered into our drawings we're doing today. And you'll get to hear about even our deals if you were to get started with the business too a little bit later. But so a little bit about me. I've been doing this now, you guys, for 15 years. I have a 17-year-old and a 15-year-old. So when I started, they were littles. And at the time I was a stay-at-home mom. How old was I? I think I was 21 when I started Mary Kay. And so I was 21, I was married, I was staying at home, I was breastfeeding my youngest, and I was not super fulfilled of like just doing that. It's a very admirable thing to do, but I needed something for myself. So not only did I need something for myself, but I was married, but my husband at the time was not working, and you can't really be a stay-at-home mom if your husband does not work. And so that's why I wanted to get started with this. One of my friends started, and I trusted her. Actually had never tried the product before, but she told me it was good. And the starter kit, which you'll see soon, was such a good deal. And I love me a good deal. And I thought, worst case scenario, if I just get a 50% off discount, like I'm going to be a really happy girl because I love good deals. It just makes me so excited. So that was kind of my thought process, but immediately I wanted more. I wanted to move up the career path. I saw how the flexibility was there. I saw that the potential was there for growth. And I saw that there's no glass ceiling and you really can achieve as much as you want to. And so I loved hearing kind of how you built your business. So at the time I was part of like different moms clubs, and I would go to the mall and take my littles with me to the mall, and they'd be at the play area, and I would make new friends while we were at the play area and get their numbers and pamper them. And so, I was a treasurer in the moms club. And so it's good to have other things going on in your life because then you're around other people. And then of course there's social media now as well, which wasn't as like huge as it is now. But so that was kind of what was happening. And then as time went on, so my ex-husband has alcohol and drug issues. And so things kind of got a little like rough. Well, they were rough even when I had started. And so, the growth in Mary Kay, you guys, is so huge. Like even if you had 10% more confidence, how that could affect your life, it really is huge. Because I remember it's like I always attended all the Mary Kay things because we always say those who are like showing up to things are going to go up, because really like when you're getting in like the information and you're getting empowered and you're getting motivation, our like results are way better. So I always went to everything, but I didn't go one time because something was going on with him. And I remember when I saw a difference, it's like, okay, it's like when I was learned to kind of set my boundaries and hold my boundaries and like, this is my boundaries. I'm not dealing with that anymore. Like I was able to kind of not let all of that, whatever your situation is, I was able to let not all of that get in my way anymore, like, or hold me back. And so there you go. So at this point, it can be as much as you want. So at this point, we've earned cars that Mary Kay has paid for. And so that's just really exciting. And we're in qualification right now for our 6th. And so I'm a single mom now. I homeschool both of my boys. They're teenagers. And so I feel like if you have any age child, every age has its own challenges. But I'm just very grateful, especially as them being teenagers, that I'm here and I can, that I'm here for all of it and really set an example and be able to set boundaries with them and really implement everything that I've learned in this, because it's really made me even just a better parent, which is fun and exciting to see. And like even implementing the things that I've learned like with my coach, and I'm like, helping him reframe his thoughts, and rather than being so upset about things. It's just neat how it can kind of impact every area of your life. So my word is diamond. So that is my word. I'm going to add Miss Lene to the spotlight. And Lene, you guys, is my MK mama. We are both in like Palmdale, California area. And so it's nice in Mary Kay, we get mentorships, and Lene is an amazing mentor and example. And I'm excited for you guys to get to hear from her today. So let me remove myself. Go for it.
Hey, hello, everybody. So yes, my name's Lene. I'm a sales director with Mary Kay, senior sales director, I guess, for the Mary Kay, but I've been building my business now. My anniversary is this month, so 31 years. So I was like in my mid-30s when I started Mary Kay, but I knew nothing about Mary Kay when I started. What happened was when I married my husband, the deal was I was going to have the babies and I was going to be able to stay home with him. And he was going to bring home the check and I would pay the bills. It's very simple. That's what I wanted to do. And so it started out that way, but then out of the blue, he gets laid off. He was a district carpenter for all the high schools in the Antelope Valley, but then they mishandled the money. So that doesn't change over the years. Governments mishandle money. So he ends up being laid off for 2.5 years, and my kids are small. So I waited 2 years thinking, oh, he'll get called back. He's a carpenter, get some side jobs or something. Of course, we were in a recession, so there was no building going on, and you couldn't even really give a house away here. So it was stressful. So I don't like being financially stressed. I don't think anybody does. So, debts happening and stuff like that. And I know I have to take personal responsibility. And so I thought, oh, what am I going to do? Well, so I was at my girlfriend's house and I didn't even know she sold Mary Kay. She was my son's Sunday school teacher, but I saw a Mary Kay bag. So God had to use a bag because she wasn't opening her mouth. And so I asked her about it and I got to try the satin hands. And oh, my life changed trying that satin hands. I thought that was the best stuff. And she didn't offer me a facial, but she told me you could make 50%. And for just some reason, that seemed like easy math. I didn't know about the cars, other avenues of income or anything. For some reason, I knew Mary Kay was good. Sometimes you just know. You don't always understand why you know, but it's just intuition or, God moving in that direction. So I pretty much recruited myself. Okay. And the funny thing is, I recruited myself and then she got excited and she earned a car and became a director. I earned a car and became a director. She had drama and then she kind of slacked off and she wasn't a director. And I thought, well, I want money with my drama. So I just kept going. And my husband got called back to his job 6 months after I started Mary Kay. And I thought, well, I'm going to keep going because what if he gets laid off again? And I was doing well. And of course, I was blessed because Mary Kay was still alive. So I really got trained by her. She was like my national because I was in that's when well, it's a long story, but anyway, my national was the very first Mary Kay beauty consultant, Mary Kay's best friend, but she had retired. So Mary Kay became our national during that interim. So it just timing, but she was awesome. Of course, best mentor I've ever had in my entire life. I don't even think I set a goal until I started Mary Kay. So, but anyway, I just did what she said, just do it the Mary Kay way, read, squirt, smile, that's basically like, what I did. And she said, she was always, now God first, family second, career third, just not 33rd if you want those big checks. And she meant that. And we just agree with her. And so I just followed the career path. I didn't have like a big vision. Mary Kay gave me hope I could pay some bills. Okay. And so obviously it ended up being a career because I'm 31 years later. So my business is doing good. My husband, he gets called back to his job. So I'm getting his check again. So it helps, but he's cranky. I'm positive. He's cranky. I'm positive. That's not going to work. I said, because he used to like his job until they had laid him off. Okay. So then I thought, well, we got to do something about that. But we were grateful he got his job back and all that. So he turned 50. I said, okay, do something else. Help me or something because I was paying most of the bills anyway. He was just doing the Walmart shopping. So I said, and we always supported one another. He was skeptical a little bit about Mary Kay at first because he just doesn't understand, because they're not doing it. And he had an old girlfriend that he would bring up, said she used to sell Avon and, that didn't work out. And I'm, well, I am not your old girlfriend and this is not Avon. And so I think I did a little too, we get a little prideful. I don't know. I get a little prideful with my husband. I kind of show him what he married. So I like to show off, I think, a little bit for him. So, but anyway, so I said, well, just, do something else. So he was thinking about leaving his job. And, when you're married for quite a while, because we've been married like 41 years now, I think, almost 42. So you know how each other thinks. And he's thinking, I know that like if he quits his job, he's not going to have any money for a while, he'd have to ask me for money. And I'm thinking, I'm going to make this to-do list. He's going to have to get all this done. But anyway, so finally, he one morning, he was getting ready for work and he pulled his shirt out of the closet. He thought it was his work shirt, but it was his shirt that said, "Work sucks, let's ride," because he liked riding motorcycles. So he thought it was a sign to do it that day. I'm not kidding. I still have the shirt. It's kind of tight on him now. But anyway, so he went in, I know exactly how it all went down. He went in the district office and said he was going to retire. Because he's 50, They said, well, you're not old enough to retire. He goes, okay, well, then I quit. And then they said, well, don't you want to stay at least till you're 55? Because then you get 10 years of free medical. And he said, no, my wife's going to pay for my medical. Okay, it was before medical got really crazy. It was crazy, but it wasn't like it is now. But anyway, so he left there And then you never know what's going to happen. Believe me, you never know. He ends up having a stroke. And so I'm all, oh no. Okay, so you learn a lot of things in Mary Kay. So I'm not a nurse or anything like that, but God is good. So anyway, so after he gets out of the hospital and everything, because I'm thinking, okay, I got insurance, but insurance is kind of crazy. I don't really always understand it, so I'm hoping it's good. So because it's hundreds of thousands of dollars if anything happens these days, right? So so then he so then I thought, well, so it ended up being like $3,000 and I could make payments. So I was happy. And so he comes home, and so the brain's a strange thing, but to make a long story short, he wasn't, depression, negative, so we had to retrain his brain a little bit, but we did, he has his moments, but and he, they're the same, but they're not the same, kind of, and stuff like that happens. And I know he's listening right now, so I got to be careful. No, I'm just he knows I love him. He's a good Mary Kay husband. He can't hear really good anyway, so that's okay. But anyway, but we just, so, and now he's what? He's going to be 69, so he's probably going to live forever. But my license plate says exfoliate, so that's like his little thing. Okay, so good. And he makes some deliveries for me and stuff like that. So, it's a team. But I'm so grateful I had my business, built. And it was, because I've been in for a long time. And so you can make a little money or you can make a lot of money or anything in between. Money doesn't really motivate me, but what motivates me is not being financially stressed. I'm kind of a need level type person. But so I do appreciate it. I live in California. You never have enough money. You don't. But one of the best things I think I like about it is I'm glad I started Mary Kay, and I'm glad I didn't quit Mary Kay, because it's a residual. Her avenues of income are amazing. Mary Kay didn't believe in criticism. She believed in praising people to success. So you want prizes, you can have prizes. I wasn't into getting rings and stuff, but then you start getting them, then you start liking them, right? Yeah. Right. Yeah. You start getting cars. I haven't had car payments in almost 30 years. And if I didn't take the Cadillac, they would give me $925 a month. And they pay the license, taxes, and most of the insurance. My husband can drive it. And I would never have a new car because I married a husband that never buys new cars. But whose car does he take when he leaves? My car. But anyway, it's all good. So yeah. So, and the trips, if you like to travel, it's there for you too. But I'm going to give you my secret word is sapphire. Okay, thanks.
Yay, that was so good, Lene. So very good. Let me add myself really quick. And then awesome. Let me do this. Technology friends. We got so many good entries, you guys, into that. So like if that sparks something for you and you're just like, what if? And that's the thing, you guys, what if you did give this a try? So I'm going to show you guys our starter kit, our beautiful starter options. Let me share the screen. So this is our starter option. This is the eStart and eStart Pro. I'm going to kind of show it. Look at all you get, you guys, for $125. For $125, you can get this beautiful bag. It's filled with over $400 worth of retail size products. And I use the majority of these myself. It's all 5 shades of our CC cream. The skincare, if you had a session, this is the skincare most likely that you use. You get it in both formulas. You get our eye makeup remover, our charcoal mask, our mascara, the microdermabrasion, this amazing bag. And I'm telling you, this way bigger than it looks in here. This whole thing, it's going to feel like Christmas, you guys, when it arrives. It is so exciting. There is an eStart option for $35, but I'm telling you the $125 is where it's at, because look at all that. So fun. And so if I could get another one, I would. So look how amazing. So anyways, if you were to get started with you guys within the next 24 hours with this business and give this a shot, you're going to get, maybe it started in this business. Was I not supposed to do this part?
No, you're good.
I just realized I'm like, uh-oh. Okay. So if you get started within the next 24 hours, we're going to match what you started with. So if you started with our 125, we're going to match this in free product. And if you start with the eStart, we're going to match with 35 in free product. So you can either get 125 or 35 in free product. And then I do think Victoria was supposed to say something else, and I may have taken what she was supposed to say. So let me Go for it, Victoria. Sorry about that.
Yay, awesome. Am I unmuted? Yes. Can you hear me? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, first of all, like amazing speakers and yeah, Melissa, it was my first time hearing your story, like so great. I mean, I'm like wondering how old are you? Like how old, like, you know, when you meet, you know, people for the first time, American people is like, how old are you again? How many kids do you have? Like, well, like how old is your husband? So all those things. So like everybody looks so awesome, and this is the perfect example of consistently using the products, you guys. Okay, and yes, as consultants and directors, we use them with 50% off. That's awesome too. And yeah, starter kit options amazing. While Melissa is taking care of all the comments, you guys, so we can do the drawing, we have a couple of minutes for a couple of questions. If you are a guest, will you please put in the comments some questions that, you know, this event sparked, or maybe, you know, you can, if like, oh, I don't know what to ask. Like if you consider doing something like this, okay, what questions would you ask us? Because you have 4 of us to answer those questions. So we have probably time for a couple of questions. And just a reminder for the guests to get your first entry into a drawing for a grand prize, which is product giveaway of 100 free products. We will be doing drawing on Friday. So to get the first entry, you need to text those 4 secret words to your consultant. And to get the second entry, you just need to answer her follow-up questions with you. Okay. So do we have any questions in the chat while Melissa is taking care of all the comments and doing the drawing? Yeah. Let's see. Okay, any questions from our guests or consultants as well, I would say, right? Any questions about anything you've heard about, free cars, free diamonds. So the coolest part about you guys, when you earn like a free car with the company or a free diamond ring with the company, there is a money option, okay? If you don't like diamonds, nothing wrong about it. If you don't need the free car, nothing wrong about it. There is a money option. Yeah, so, and we can earn some like other things like jewelry and bags and purses and, you know, all sorts of stuff. Gardening kit. This is a recent one, which is super fun too. Yeah, because the company was created by a woman for women, and she knew we all love free stuff, right? We love the free stuff. We love the flexibility. We want to be present for our you know, families and kids, and just to be there for them. And the flexibility piece is awesome. And of course, money. Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, Melissa, you ready?
So I am ready, but we do have one question.
Okay.
Frank popped in the chat. What's a good amount of clients do you need a month? Or what's a good, how many clients do you need? I think this, what her.
Okay, so anybody wants to answer that, Melissa? Since you are.
Okay, so hold on.
I can do it too, either way.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it like, hold on.
Let's put us all back. Yeah.
Yay!
Melissa's our tech person. She's helping us big time. Otherwise, we wouldn't know.
Yeah, Jessica, do you want to answer while
Yes,
Melissa's taking
I
care
can
of
answer. You want me to? Okay. Well, yeah. So it doesn't matter however many customers you want to have. You get to decide. So Mary Kay's averages are about $100 a face. So when you average like 30 people in a month, and you might have someone who buys $10, you might have someone who buys $500, but when you put everyone together and you average everyone out, it's usually about $100 a face. So you get to decide what you want to do. So maybe when we were all starting, our goal was just to see one face and have one new customer. Now my goal is 30 faces in 30 days, and a lot of our different things like that. So you get to decide what you want to do as far as how many customers you want a month. Does anyone want to add on to that?
I want to add a little bit, just basically when somebody joins Mary Kay, we as mentors with the company, we help you guys to figure it out, where you want to go, how much money you want to make, and we will just break it down in the activities, monthly and weekly you're supposed to be doing. So I would say, like, just imagine if you pampered 30 women in 1 month, okay, and you would make them feel special about themselves and great about themselves, and they would become your customers. So yeah, you would sell most likely 3,000 to them, and 1,500 would be your profit. Would you use 1,500 extra in 1 month? How would you use that money? So ask those questions. Okay, so that's kind of what we do when somebody joins the company, just depending on your goal. I've been serving around 300 customers myself at this point. I get reorders because it's a reordering business too. It's not one-time sale, company. We build, relationships, and we build friendships with our customers. We offer personalized service, and that's why your customers will be reordering from you, like all those 31 years, right, Lene? For all those 31 years. Yeah, I think that she should answer that question. Yes. Mm-hmm.
We had one other question, and then I'll do the wheel. What sells best, makeup or skincare? What's her other question?
Skincare. Yeah.
Did you want to say something to that?
You got me? Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely skincare. Colors, just, we do both. We do good. We do well in both, but when your skin looks good, then the color looks good. And I always trained, we did skincare first, and then we'd see you again for the color or other things, but it's all about the skincare, because the products are so amazing. Because, I'm not a spring chicken,
And your skin looks amazing. Your skin is amazing.
Yeah.
One last question. What do you like best, virtual or home parties? I'd say it's everybody's personal opinion on what they.
Yeah, let's maybe just go around. I like that question. Okay. Liz, do you want to start? Yeah, virtual versus in person.
I like virtual. It's so flexible, and I can wear my comfy pants and shoes or no shoes or slippers, and I just love it.
Yes, awesome. Jessica?
My favorite is in person. I like to be up and close and personal, and I have more fun with people in person. But I like both. Definitely in the winter, like 0 degrees. The last couple days, I've been doing virtual only.
Awesome. Lene?
Okay, well, now remember, when I started, the phone was attached to the wall. So,
right.
But nothing will replace in person. So I think it's important to do in person, but virtual is definitely a tool. So I definitely do both, because you got to build relationships no matter what. So both.
Yeah, my favorite is in person. I love feeling the energy and looking into women's eyes, and build those connections. You can do it via virtual as well, and via screen. But guess what? Like, yeah, before pandemic, we didn't do any virtual, did we? We did not, right? But now, like, we are so grateful for virtual as well, because we can decide if you want to work this business only virtually or only in person or both, or depending, like, well, I just traveled back home to see my mom, and I worked my business only virtually for 2 weeks. I stayed there, actually, because she's fighting cancer. So I've been going back and forth pretty often. Again, the flexibility. Thank you, Mary Kay, for flexibility. So yeah, in August, I stayed there for the whole month, and I didn't stop working. I was working virtually, pampering people. My husband was mailing pampering packages for them. And, yeah, that was awesome too. So yeah, so we have all those options, and, you choose what works best for you. That's a great question. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, I think now it's time for the live comments
Let me
for the event. Let's see who is the winner.
And so we can have it with the sound.
Mm-hmm. Let's see the sound.
Guys, thank you so much for commenting and participating. We loved having you on. So let's see who's going to win our, or do we just do one product drawing?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Congratulations, friends. She was just pampered today and got invited to this today and is on tonight. So that's so fun.
Hey, awesome. Congratulations, Frankie. So you will get your prize in mail. Congratulations. We are so super excited. But remember, guests, the main drawing will take place on Friday, okay? So be sure that you text those 4 secret words to your consultant, and then answer a couple of questions she will ask you. And hey, yeah, if you, after watching, this event, is like something touched your heart, just tell your consultant who invited you that you're thinking about this opportunity. And again, we're matching your starter kit option if you decide to join our beautiful family, Mary Kay family, in the next 24 hours with the free products. Okay, so, and thank you so much everybody for being here, for supporting your consultants, our guests, amazing guests. We cannot wait to hear your feedback about our event and our amazing speakers. Thank you so much for being here too. Amazing stories, powerful, and I'm so grateful for our Mary Kay family. And thank you everybody for being here. Yay! Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you
Bye.
all. Thank you
Bye
all.
everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Let me